Hi, how's it going? I am light of light's infinite love. It's a light, right? The light, beautiful, divine light of God's infinite love for all of his children. So I'm making some coffee and I got the download of, it's like I could hear people saying, well, if you're following God's plan, then how could evil and things come at you and attack you? Well, that's all part of the plan, see? But it doesn't matter about that part of it. What matters is my path. You know, this is what the teaching he was teaching me. My path. It doesn't matter anything else except my path. It's all that matters, because that's the only thing that I have control of, is my path. And everything's energy, right? So that's what the light is. Basically, it's energy. We have to give something, things to something to, so we understand what it is. So we call it light. Okay, because it's bright, it's beautiful, like the sun, right? So we all are the light, but it doesn't matter the things that they want to illusion you with, distract you with by someone's casting spells and all that. The dark cannot exist in the light, so be the light. There's a method behind my madness. I just love I just love that saying, because it's a lot of times I have no idea why I say what I'm saying and I do what I'm doing, and then later on it's like, oh, okay. That's why I stay obedient, because there's a method to God's madness, if you will. That's where I get it from. But it's brilliant. I love it. It's great. And now I don't resist it. Now I just, ride it like a wave all the way to the shore. All the way to the shore. Where there's a foundation and it's beautiful. And there's greenery and there's laughter and there's joy. So tomorrow morning I start my walk and talk with Spirit, and get to share a lot of cool things with you, Just kind of never done it before, don't know how it's going to work out, but it'll be the first one, but hey, it's a start. We need to vibrate at the same frequency as Mother Earth, as nature. I think the Schumann resonance is, I looked this up actually, 7.83 hertz, which brings calmness. It builds your immunity. I mean, I'll have more facts, but I don't want to give you all the facts, because I want you to look it up for yourself. And then you decide what you think about, if, you want to take your shoes off and walk for at least 20 minutes. They say 30, that's why I guess I'm doing it twice. I didn't know why I was doing it twice, I just found out. So that's 40 minutes a day, which ain't shit. If you smoke cigarettes, that's 2 cigarettes, maybe 3, How many times do you do that a day? You can get on your phones and get on your phone and walk barefoot. That's what, Just get outside. Just get outside. Because the reason behind of everything that I'm doing, I finally found what my life purpose is, and I have a clear intention on it now. And it's always been my dream and my intention to help the world, but I'd forgotten that little girl part in me that wanted, well, now she's all grown up. She can do it. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you what it is. They don't know what I'm saying. So my dream, it wasn't just the fairy tale, knight in shining armor. That was mine, bird. I am going to set out to end world hunger. Yes, you heard me. And despair. And I'm going to do this because it's by the grace of God that I'm able to do this. I say able, you're like, but Light, aren't you broke? Don't your car isn't even run? Well, yeah, but that's, you're looking at it all wrong. When it's time, it'll be time, and I have faith and patience in that. But meanwhile, I'm learning and I'm growing so I can be the light of infinite love, of God's infinite love. Through me. And that's it. Teaching, we're building communities now. Communities. Oh, I see purple little lights in different colors. The more I do it, it's just, yeah, it's cool. Anyway, you know the difference between that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, back. We're building communities. People are being drawn closer together, but they don't talk about that. They don't want you to see that part. Well, we're going to open your eyes because you're going to get outside. They're showing me that movie Surrogates. How funny. How funny. And if you don't know what Surrogates is, I think it was with Bruce Willis or whatever, but people had avatars running around like their little game, but they were all just like in their house playing a video game, and you could be whatever in this world. Until they all got up and walked outside and saw the sun, That's all I remember. I think that was the end of it. They hadn't seen the sun in forever. That's really not funny, but it kind of is because, oh, yeah, a reminder, or they just told me again that there's a bottom. Everybody's bottom is different, but there's still a bottom. And at that bottom, what nobody tells you is there's a spring. You can't see the bottom because it's so black and it's so dark. And you went down to the depths of your hell. Well, welcome home. Because now you're going to hit a spring, and the light's going to begin to flicker. And when you come out on the top, you're light. And it happens so fast, you're not even going to see it coming. So, please join me in getting outside. If you don't want to watch me, that's fine. I don't take offense. I don't care. I do care. I just care that do it for yourself. 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes. 30 would be great, but start out at 20. Or 2 15-minute times, break it up. Walk on the earth. The more we're barefoot on the earth and the more we're outside in just nature alone, the better we begin to feel. The veil comes down. We start seeing things for what they are and what it really is. We are all energy healers. And I don't know how much money it would take to end world hunger and not have anyone want for anything, but I bet you it's not that much. So, I prayed to God, and I wrote it in my journal. I said, God, I need a shit ton of money. I said, no. I said, you know what? I want to bless me so that I may bless. That I want to end world hunger, you know? All my dreams fulfilled? Well, let's do that. End world hunger. But not only that, not only feed them, but show them, you know, you can't feed the people fish. You have to show them how to fish, right? So, everybody needs a fishing pole. I don't know, whatever. So we get it sustainable water and food and however they live. We're not going to tell them how to live. We just help them out however they live. And we start building communities, you know? I mean, let's get together. Come on, let's get together, because how many people do we live around that we don't even know that feel and think just like we do, or like-minded, but they're so afraid to get out and say anything about anything because they lose everybody. Well, rejection is God's protection, and it's time to stand up now for yourself, for what you believe in. It's your life. No one can live it. And if it feels good, and if it comes from love, it won't even matter, because love, the vibration of love and gratitude and thankfulness, there isn't anything higher than that. And if I can do it, you can do it. And I'll tell you stories about where I come from. I'm all calm and shit now. Well, you don't know what I was like, but I'll tell you all about it, because it's part of my story. It made me who I am. I had no idea this was going this way. Straight channeling, folks. I am light. And I love you. And with me comes God's infinite light of love for you. Peace, love, harmony.